What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and another episode of Thirsty Thursday and our beer reviews. And today we are drinking a local brew real close to home in Hammonton, New Jersey. And it's kind of dark.
Dark is the word. Lumberjack Brunch Maple Cinnamon Stouts. Brown sugar, maple syrup, cinnamon sticks.
I'm expecting this to like slowly ooze out of the can. Like old oil. But I'm sure it won't.
I don't want to knock it, but why don't we just put some fucking bacon in there?
Listen,
I mean,
I'm not sure why they didn't. That would have sealed it up as probably the best beer ever. We know about that maple bacon
bourbon.
What was the one our boy down south did? Mike did maple bacon lager, maple bacon brown
like
ale.
Oh yeah,
maple bacon brown ale.
Yes,
Mike. Shout out to you, brother. That was that. You need to make another one of those and invite me back down.
You're way ahead of them on these guys. So.
All right, so yeah, this is local in Hammonton, 3 Threes. You've been there, right?
Yeah, I've been there.
Been there. Carol and I was there recently in the last couple months. Check them out. Nice little place, but yeah, let's dive in and see what this thing looks like.
Let's go.
Ooze.
Oh,
ooze.
chew up.
Look.
It's dark.
It's a little dark.
It's dark.
I've seen darker.
I don't know.
It smells like a stout.
Yeah,
Are you gonna be all right?
What
You
am
look like you're about to throw up.
What am I getting though?
He was like,
I don't know. I know what I'm smelling. Is the cinnamon doing something that's like not quite cinnamon? And I mean, it smells
what's it
like
supposed to have in it?
cinnamon,
Maple and
and
cinnamon.
yeah, brown sugar.
It doesn't say brown sugar.
Yeah.
It doesn't say that.
Oh, I know, but if it says it right here on the others,
Does it?
Columbus hops.
Doesn't say it. Mm-hmm. I think it smells like a stout.
Yeah.
Again, coming from the worst nose on the East Coast. I like it. It is creamy.
That's good.
Initial thought. Good balanced flavor is my initial thought.
Yeah, it's not bitter.
Now,
I
to figure out
expected-
what flavors I taste.
I think it's got that late cinnamon. I get the cinnamon like super, super late. That's why I'm not taking another sip. It was like still, I get the cinnamon super, super late.
Cinnamon is late. It is on the back end, but it's just, I get the maple. I got some maple.
Yeah.
It's like a very subtle maple, and then that cinnamon's pretty like significant on the back end.
I could actually use more maple.
I could use more. I could use more too, and I could definitely use the bacon.
It's malty.
Listen, if we want to do a version of this 3 Threes with a little bacon in it,
It's malty. It's not bitter. It's creamy.
I don't think a Lumberjack's having brunch without bacon.
Just saying.
3 Threes, come on. So 3 Threes, if you want to have us come down and do a beer review in-house, we're right here. 15 miles away.
Some Columbus hops.
I like it though. I feel like it's a very, very balanced for these. Usually there's something that's really strong on these stouts.
Yeah.
You know, the stouts that have, you know, the blah, 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 blah stout.
There's usually something offensive that I don't like.
Something really jumps out, and this is just very even keeled.
No, it is. It is balanced. For what I would consider a breakfast stout, which is kind of what I'm figuring that this is, kind of.
Brunch,
right?
bro.
Brunch,
After
bro.
breakfast, before lunch.
Okay.
That's how that works.
It's good.
I like it. I could have had this with my breakfast last weekend.
You probably could have.
At the diner 2 miles from this place.
No, they have a liquor license there. You can't bring beer in there.
In where?
In that diner.
No, I know I can't bring it. But I'm
you
saying
could
it would
have
have
had
went with that giant
yeah.
freaking breakfast that I had. Right in the same neighborhood. Yeah, no, they do. They have liquor there. It's a cool diner. This is good. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, my only thing, I could have used more. It could have been.
There could be more maple.
And this is the type of stout that probably could have been like a little thick and chewy, and I wouldn't have minded.
I don't even feel like
that,
it's that thick and chewy.
It's not. I expected it to be.
It's a nice texture. I'm avoiding that word.
But mouthfeel. You don't want to use the
There it is. Bing. Mouthfeel. Yeah, it could have been a lot thicker, and I wouldn't have minded it. I dig it, and I've been real hit or miss with 3-3s. I like 3-3s, but I've actually been there a couple times. I've made it a point to buy their stuff when I see it at the store locally because they're local. And I've been hit or miss. They've had a few things that I did not like at all, but this is good. This is really good.
I feel like they don't do simple enough down there. They do a lot of crazy stuff. 3-3s. At times they're like an IPA house where you go in there and there's a lot of IPAs. Yeah. And then at times you go in there and there's not as many IPAs, but there's some other funky stuff. And I feel like they don't just do. It's not a place that is just going to do like a Kolsch or a regular stout or it's. They have a lot of out of the box stuff.
Well, listen, if you're in the area, if you live locally, you're in South Jersey, and you want to go there, check their Facebook or Instagram or whatever website. Make sure they're not having a private party that night because
they do.
Because they do a lot of them, and we rolled into one that was like a private
Halloween party that one time.
No, it was like, what were they doing? They were doing a private magic show or comedy show or something like that. And we got there about 45 minutes before it was going to start. And they told us straight up, like, you got like 30 minutes to drink a beer and get the hell out because you don't have a ticket. So, yeah, definitely check and make sure. But if they're not having anything, they're worth popping in. And the beauty is, within like 4 blocks, you can hit 3-3s, Vinyl Brewing, and Rustic Chimney Rustic, all right there in Hammonton. And you could do a total brewery hopping evening, and then you can end up over at Rocco's Townhouse and go downstairs to the Bourbon Bar, and you can make a serious night out of it.
That could be a serious night.
It's a good time.
And in the meantime, grab some tacos because
there's no shortage of great taco places in Hammonton as well. So
it's beer and tacos.
I'm not kidding. If you're anywhere, from Cape May to I don't know, Southampton. It's worth the ride.
Ooh, it's a nice hidden gem of South Jersey. I really like Hammonton. I like their downtown. It's definitely growing.
Their downtown is growing. They just opened a new bar that we got to go to, and I forget what it's called, but I'll tell you after when I look it up. They opened a new taco place right next to Vinyl,
which I've been to and is awesome.
He said is awesome, and they already had a couple other awesome taco places. So this is not beer related, but shout out to Hammonton if you want something to do.
It's not beer related, but it speaks to how the breweries become part of the community and become interwoven with the other businesses that are there, especially in New Jersey where they can't serve food. As much as you like to go to a brewery and order some food with your beer, it is kind of cool to be able to go to a brewery and get whatever the heck you want from any business that's local.
Yeah. New Jersey is different like that than most of the places around the country that you guys are probably in, where you go to a brewery and they also have food and whatnot. They're not allowed based on the law. So there's a real partnership between the breweries and the local eateries and restaurants, where they really work together to do something cool and still give you what you're looking for, even though the laws are very restrictive. So I think Hammonton does a great job of that. There's almost every one of these breweries right next to them. There's 2 or 3 different really good, there's an Italian, there's a Mexican, there's another place, it's really good. So it's a really cool little town to hit up if you want to, go have a night where you're hitting a bunch of different spots and getting some good food, some good beer.
And get some drink local.
Get some local beers. Cheers. No, I like this. This is a good one. Very well balanced. I was expecting something totally different, and I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I was not expecting what it is, but I'm happy it is what it is because I can drink it.
Yeah, definitely. So check out 3 Threes if you're in the area. You can get it. I know they're small and they don't. You're not. If you're across the country, you're not going to be able to get it. It's going to be a Jersey thing, and probably even just a South Jersey thing. But if you can check it out, it's worth trying. And thank you for watching this episode. Hit that subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think. If you like these beer reviews, you got to leave a comment. You got to give that support because not everybody likes them. But we enjoy doing them. So cheers to you guys, and we'll see you on the next one.
Later.